Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Haldar. I'm from Group 3 and I will, in this material, our group explain about vowel phonemes. So, I will explain about the first material. I will explain about the same but different again. I'm establishing a vowel contrast. The first is the same but different again. Most of the features which work well in clarifying and describing consonants are inappropriate for vowels. While vowels vary in dimensions, such as tongue height, which are not relevant, it turns out what vowel and consonant behave very similarly indeed. Next, establishing vowel contrast. The first is minimal pairs. There is vowel minimal pairs. So you can see. Yes. Minimal pairs. Vowel minimal pairs. So listen and repeat after me. Beat, beat, bat, 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 but, beat, 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 bud, boat, boat, boot, boot, bite, bout, shivet, bird, and then this part, beep, put, pot, beat, and this is layer, lure, and then the last is lord. So next, last week we are already learning SSBE and GA. Yes, SSBE standard shortened British English and GA General American. Yes, this is British English and this is British accent and this is American accent. So we are going to pronunciation with British English and American English. So this is keyword. This is just set number 1, 2, 3 until 10. So we are going to British English first. Kid, dress, and then trap, and then lot, and then truss, strut, and then foot, butt, and then coat, and then nurse, and then fleece. This is ilong, yes. And next, American accent. The same with British English. Kid, kid. And next, dress, 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 dress. And then trap, trap, trap. And then load, load. And then strut. The same with British English. Foot, foot. The same too. And then bad, bad, bad. A little different. And then clothes, clothes. Oh, there's long vowel. And then nurse, nurse. Short vowel like that. And this is a long vowel, and this is short vowel. And this is the same with British English. Please, please. So next we are going to standard lexical set, SSE and NZE. SSE standard Scottish English, and this is New Zealand English. So we are going to learning about pronunciation from Scotland English and New Zealand English. So listen and repeat after me. From Scottish English, you know where's the Scotland. This is Scotland, this is New Zealand. So we are going to pronunciation from keyword key. For Scottish English, kid, kid. Dress, dress. Trap, trap. Load, load. Strut, strut, strut. Food, food. Bad, bad. And then clothes, clothes. Nurse, nurse. And the last is fleece, fleece, fleece. We are going to New Zealand English. This is keyword kid, kid. And then dress, dress. Trap, trap. And load, load. And then strut, strut, strut. Foot, foot. Bad, bad. Clothes, cloth, cloth. And nurse. This is long vowel, right? Nurse, nurse. And then the last is fleece, fleece. L-E, L-I. Fleece, fleece. So I think enough for my explanation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay everyone, today I will handle the material about vowel feature and allophonic rules. So for the first, I will explain about vowel feature. Vowel feature is the feature that we use to describe a vowel. So when we want to describing a vowel, we have some feature. For the first is hey. Hey is include high, middle, and then low. And then the second is the position of our tongue. This is front, back, and then central. So for the third is legs or tense. That is the tension of our mouth and lips. So for the last one is roundness. Roundness is the position of our lips. So next. So in here, I have the picture of our mouth. I will show you the place of front, back, and etc. So this is for high. High is when our tongue rise hard or soft palate. Hard or soft palate. Okay. So this is middle. Middle is when our tongue is in the middle of our mouth. And then this is low. Low is when our tongue lowered from the hard or soft palate. Okay. So for the place of our tongue, that is in here, this is the place of we can say that front. This is front, the blade of our tongue, and then this is central. Central is in the middle of our tongue, and this is back position of our tongue. So next. So in here I have illustrative matrix of a vowel. Maybe in my laptop is not clear in this video, so you can see in your book page 85 or in my PowerPoint. This is illustrative matrix of vowel, makes we easier when we want to describe a vowel. So for the first, I have illustrative matrix of vowel E. E is plus high, minus middle, and then plus front, minus back, and then minus round. And then A is plus high, plus middle, plus front, minus back, and minus round. So in here we have so many illustrative matrix of vowel. That is E, A, A, U, O, A, and then E. Okay. This is make when we want to describe a vowel. This is make more easier. Make easier. So next we will learn about the Scottish vowel length rule. So actually in some accent they have some rule to predict when the vowel are long and where the vowel are short. So because of that, in here we learn about the Scottish accent. Actually, the Scottish accent is related to the Northern Irish accent. So, and the other reason why we learn about the Scottish accent is vowel in the Scottish accent are unique, because in the Scottish accent we can predict where the vowel phonetically long and where the vowel phonetically short. So to predict that lengthen, we have some rule in here. Okay, the vowel become long before R, V, S, Z, and A, and at the end of a word, but they are short everywhere else. Yes. Okay, we direct to the example. This is for the example of E. This is short E. Beat, read, leave, bin. So for the long E is beer, read, leave, and agree. So in here beer become long because the vowel in word beer after the vowel is R. So they are to be long in the Scottish accent. So this is the after the vowel they are They are the. So, in live, they are long because after vowel, they are the word v. And agree is long in at the end of the word. So this is for o. For example, this is for short o, both, close, fall, and odd. So this is for long o, bow, close, for, o. Okay. I think you get it as this material. So next is we'll learn about two classes of phoneme vowel. So in the Scottish accent, they have two classes of phonemic vowel. For the first is lex. Lex is the third which never lengthen. That is e, and a. And then tense is the other which are sometimes long and sometimes short in predictably different environment. So for lex is e, and a. Tense is the other word that which can lengthen and short in different environment. So we are next material. So in here we will learn about allophonic rules. Allophonic rules is which introduce phonetic variant of phonemes. Next is, for example, nasalized vowel before nasalized consonant. Nasal consonant. Yes. For example, like mat and man. Mat and man is phonetically almost same but different. Mat is not nasal, but man is nasal because after the vowel in man is nasal consonant. Okay, next. The allophonic rules. So in here we have allophonic rules. For the first is tense vowel before become lengthened before R. So tense vowel also become lengthened before voice fricative. Voice fricative is v. V is voice fricative. And then before a word boundary or in word final position. So for the first until third rules of allophonic rules is we have I have explained to you before in my fourth slide I think. Yes, you can check in my slide. And the last one is vowel become nasalized before nasal consonant. Okay, this is that I explained in the previous slide. For example, like cat and can, mat and man. Cat and mat is not nasal. The vowel in cat and mat is not nasal because after the vowel in cat and mat is not nasal consonant. But in can and man, after a vowel in cat and man is nasal consonant. N is nasal consonant. So it makes can and man to be, it makes the vowel in can and man to be nasal. Cat and can, mat and man. Okay, can and man is nasal. So okay everyone, I think only that for the material about vowel feature and allophonic rules. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, you can ask me or my friend of our group. So, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, I'm Agustina Maharani. I will continue the next material. The next material about phonetic similarity and effective distribution. For the first is phonetic similarity. What is phonetic similarity? Phonetic similarity are two or more sounds which shares phonetic features and are frequently found as variant of a single phonological unit in a language. It means that phonetic similarities is two sounds or more, and it's found as a variant of a single phonological unit or as a phonetic symbol. For example, cat and bat. Cat and bat, there are some phonetic symbols in different words, and the phonetic a is called phonetic similarity. And next, in phonetic similarity, also discuss about allophone. What is allophone? Allophone is a simple fleet procedure to determine whether two sounds represent the same or different phonemes. And then allophone is the some phoneme doesn't lead to a different word, just a different pronunciation of the same word. For example, in word tomato, some people pronounce the word tomato while others pronounce it tomato. The definition of tomato doesn't change whether it's different pronounced. The next meaning from allophone is to define the variation of phoneme. For example, call and kill. There is the same k, but k in call is k, and then k in kill it's k with h. Jadi k. So k, call, kill. Next, go on to the effective distribution. What is the effective distribution? The effective distribution is the situation where a phoneme in a certain language does not occur in all contexts. The effective distribution it's contains with vowel and consonants. If the effective distribution in vowel, it could be regarded as the unstressed allophone of almost any other vowel language. For example, about father. For example, the unstressed syllables is about and father and so on. You can see in your book in chapter 7, Chapter 7 in part phonetic similarity and effective distribution. If in consonant, the effective distribution often result from language change. Generally, it happens in the accent. For example, in British accent, laws are in certain contexts, but in American, generally found where there is an R in spelling of word. So, the effective distribution is when a certain phoneme occurs only in some contexts. Okay, that's all for my material. Then the next ANNISA will continue the next material.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ANNISA RAHMI. I will continue the presentation from Agustina. So the first one is free variation. If you remember about the Eunice presentation, she explained about free variation too. So you have already know about what is free variation. So free variation is the situation where two sounds can occur in the same environment without change any of meaning. So for example, you can see in this PowerPoint, the word pasta you can pronounce with pasta or pasta. So the sound is different, but the meaning is not changed. And then the next is economic. You can pronounce with economic or economic. And the last one is data. You can pronounce data or data. And the next method is neutralization. Neutralization is the loss of a contrast that normally between two sounds in a certain environment. Or in the other words, neutralization is a sound that is initially functionally different due to the influence of the surrounding sounds. For example, in this PowerPoint, the word bed become bedding, and then bed become bedding, and weight become weighted, and weighed become weighted. So from this example, you can see the contrast between the and the is neutralized in a certain environment. And the last material is morphophonemics. Morphophonemics or morphophonology is the branch of linguistics that study the interaction between phonological and morphological or phonetic process. So its chief focus is the sounds change to take place in morphemes when they combine to forms word. So now we know morphemes focus in sounds change in morphemes. For example, is bind and bound, and the next example is knife and knives, and then the last is loaf and loaves. So I think that's enough about my presentation. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi